Once again, this is going to be one of my better videos, and I'm telling you guys right now, this is the way it goes. This is the way you should take things. Like, take it as it is for what you're about to hear. Every single one of us have a plan. Well, at least most of us have like a plan, a general outline of life. Like when we're younger, we think we know what we're doing. We think we know what we're gonna do and who we're gonna be with, who we're gonna date, our career. Bro, there were so many things I was wrong about. And the crazy thing is, I wanted those things so bad. It's like I wanted those things. I wanted to date that girl that I was dating, and I didn't want to not date her. I wanted her, and it's like I wanted to fight in the UFC one day. I wanted this career path. I wanted to do those certain things, and we all want things. We all go for things. We all have visions of things. And I'm just going to flat out tell you guys right now, like, screw your plan. A lot of you guys are living a life right now and things just are a little foggy, you don't really know what you're doing, you don't know what's going on. I'm telling you full well right now, man. Whatever your plan is, if you even have one, screw it. If you don't even know what your plan is, you're probably ahead of people that are younger who think they know what they're going to do if you have no idea what you want to do. Because God's plan is going to take place for your life. God's plan is much better than your plan. God's plan for me was much better than the plan I had planned. I am living a life, and I'm going to live a life that is much more incongruent with who I actually am, rather than who I want it to be. That's the truth. So you have this plan right now. Oh, I'm going to do this at this age, and this is going to happen for me, and this and this and this. You might be right about certain things, but I bet you any money there's things that's going to it's going to catch you off guard. God's plan is always better than your dumb plan. It's always better. It's literally always better, bro. It is so good to let go of what you think life should be. You should be dating this Brazilian swimsuit model. Like, bro, I should be rich right now. I've heard some people where I come from, bro, I should be a millionaire right now. No, you shouldn't. Because if you should be a millionaire right now, you would be. Let God decide if you will even be a millionaire one day. Let God decide that. Let go of what you want, of what you think should be. I should do this. I should have this. Da 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 da. And we all do it sometimes, but at the end of the day, bro, God's plan is far better than our plan and our own thoughts of what we want and stuff like this. Realistically, if I would have been in a relationship for the last years of my life, let's say from 21 till now, there's a 0% chance I'm at where I'm at today. And I feel very good of where I'm at today currently. And I feel very good about what's to come. Because I let go of what should be right now and how things should be. I let go completely, bro. I do my best every day. And God does his best to bless us every day when we do our best. That's how it actually works. That's how everybody has to start to move. That's how everybody has to start to think. Life is going to be far better if you move with these thoughts in mind. Instead of what you think you want and this should be happening right now and I should be this and I should be a millionaire and everything else. Like, I say that because I've heard other people where I come from say that before, and I just found it ridiculous. Because you're some of these people, bro, are young. It's like, no, you shouldn't. If you were, it would be a detriment to your life, actually. You don't deserve to be a millionaire if you don't build yourself into a human being that is capable of even having $1 million. Look at the people who win the lotteries, bro, of over $1 million. They end up losing it. They don't know what they're doing. They're not even equipped to have that amount of money in their bank account. They're not even equipped to have it. That's why they lose it. Because if you were equipped to have it, you wouldn't lose it. They lost it because they're clueless. You didn't build yourself into be and to have that. You just didn't. You got lucky. You hit lightning in a bottle. They don't know what they're doing, bruh. That's why it's important you build yourself into the man or woman you're supposed to be and let everything else take its place. You could have a rough 5, even 10 years, and on year 6 or year 11, past the 5 or 10, something amazing could happen. You have no idea, bro. That's why I'm saying God's plan is better than your plan. Because we all thought certain things at one point of how things should be. I should have this at this age, and I should have that at that age. And it's just not how it really should have been. I look back now, even the last 4, 5, 6 years, and I can see it that fast. The things I wanted at the time should not have happened, and that's why it didn't happen. By 2019, that's when I let go. It's currently 2024. That's 5 years ago. That is the year I let go. I let go of what I wanted. I put my MMA gear in a box and duct taped it shut and threw it in the closet. Things just was not working, bro. I got into fights with coaches. Because the coaches where I come from, bro, are super narcissistic and crazy. It's not, there's nothing good here with MMA. It's better actually right now. I shouldn't say that. It's better now than it was. Still not great. But it was bad then. 5 years ago, it was terrible. It wasn't big. There was nothing good. I couldn't get a fight. Nothing. Nothing was working. Literally nothing. And I didn't have the funds. I didn't have the support system to go fly around the world and make it my career. How could I do that with nothing? I literally couldn't do it. There was a point I saved a lot of money and didn't work at the time, but I had a lot of money saved and I was going to certain places trying. Nothing I ever did worked. And every time something didn't work, I was like, okay, the next thing is going to be meant to be. I'm not going to go here, but I'm going to go to this gym over here, and it's definitely meant to be. I can feel it. And it wasn't. I got to the point after a couple years, I just knew this ain't it. And I let go. And it was very tough. It felt like a heartbreak because I had a dream. I wanted to give it my all. I was frustrated. I was stubborn because I didn't want to give it up. A lot of people wanted to see me fight too. A lot of people wanted to see it. I didn't want to let everybody else down that wanted to see me in there. There's a lot of things about that. That was hard. But I got to that point. It was a summer. It was right before the summer of 2019. It was in May. And that's when I let that go. That's pretty well 5 years ago from right now. We're a month away from that being 5 years ago. So that's what happened. And it just goes to show, forget about your plan. Forget about it. Because God's plan is way better. God's plan is way better than your plan. You don't know how good things could be if you just let go of trying so hard to do certain things. And you should try hard in the things that you're doing. But as far as the results that come, you have to let go. I was getting mad in the past when things weren't happening. I even had a fight booked one time, 2018 in September, and it fell through and the whole promotion shut down. It used to be called L Jack MMA, over across in Fredericton. And now that there's another promotion, and I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. Atlantic something. But that happened then, and everything just happens for a reason. I'm on a completely different path now, doing something completely different, and multiple things. So I was giving it my all. I was working very hard. I was developing myself. And I felt at the time I did so much work and nothing happened, and I felt bad. But then I let go, and I started slowly to feel good. It was rock bottom. Like, that was my rock bottom. And I was meditating on the situation. I was doing everything in my power to get myself going in a different path, and doing different things, and I was having thoughts, and it was from God. The thoughts I was having was now from God, because I let go and I let God in. It's the higher voice, it's the things, it's your feels, that's what it is. It's not trying to demand certain things. It should be this way and all this stuff. It's not going to work out well for you, bro. Like, you got to let that stuff go and be at peace and be calm and be able to think straight and clearly. And what's for you is going to happen fairly naturally. And it can happen a lot faster than you think if you just let go and let God, because his plan is far better than yours. Like I said, we all think of certain things and things should be a certain way, but in actuality, it's not a certain way right now for a reason, and it's for the best. You're going to look back and it's going to be for the best. It happens every single time. When I had a bad accident and cut my 2 fingers very bad, to the point where I almost cut them right off, how can you see the blessing in that right away? It's pretty hard. But I look back, and that's what changed my life, like, fast. It's like, I have something for you, is what's God saying. I have to do this to literally wake you up to this level, because you have to get started now for what I have in store for you, my son. And that's what happened. God cut my damn fingers off, boy. Like, everything happens for you and not to you. If you have no idea what you want to do with your life right now and you're watching this video, that is happening for you, not to you. Don't think, oh my God, there's other people in the world getting it, and oh my God, nothing is even as good as it seems. I'll tell you that right now. You could have $1 billion. It's not even going to be as good as it seems. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good, but like, nothing, and I mean nothing, is as good as it seems. Nothing. Nothing. Life still goes on. We are still human beings. You can have a good time with $1 billion. You can have a good time being broke. You can find a way to do that. You could be broke and walk into nature, and you could be having a good time. No? You might be having a better time than some billionaire that's at all these meetings or something chaotic or something. You might be having a better time. You might feel better than he damn does. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is as good as it actually seems. So don't beat yourself up either. Let go of what you think and your thoughts. And for most of you, that's your biggest kryptonite, is your own thoughts and your overthinking and this and that and that and this. Be at peace. I'm not saying don't work hard and just sit here. I'm at peace. No. Be at peace in your mind. Work hard. Be disciplined. But be at peace. Have fun with your discipline. Discipline isn't so rough and chaotic and just terrible. I enjoy being disciplined, bro. I don't feel right if I'm not disciplined. I don't feel right if I eat unhealthy foods 24/7, and I'm not saying I don't eat something that's not good, but I couldn't eat unhealthy foods 24/7. I'm eating most clean meals like every single day. Sometimes I'll get a New York style slice of cheesecake on a weekend or something with some ice cream or something else. But I'm not indulging that stuff every single day. Like, no way. I can't. So, discipline to me is not like bad. It's good. I feel right when I have discipline. I don't feel right when I don't have discipline. I feel down. I feel bad. I feel like everything's off. Everything's off because you're off. Animals in nature stick to their guns. They stick to a certain way. They are very disciplined, bro. Animals in nature are very disciplined. Lions hunt when they hunt. They sleep when they sleep. They do what they do when they do what they do. They are disciplined. You have to be disciplined, bro. We live in like a soft world today where people have an option to not be disciplined and they can still get by. That's bad. I bet you any money you'd be more disciplined if you had to hunt for your food. I bet you wouldn't be some overweight, obese thing where you couldn't even fend for yourself or hunt for food. And you wouldn't even be obese anyways because you would have to do it. You're going to lose weight just getting that food, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Screw your plan that you think is so great, because it's not even that great. And even if it does come to fruition, you'll probably lose it so fast it's not even funny. Wasn't as good as you thought. So let go of what you think, like timeline. Like, let go of timelines. Let go of all that kind of stuff, man. Let go of it all. And just let the world be. Because all these people that's trying to get stuff going at certain ages and stuff, bro, they're all going to fall hard. They're all going to fall. Let's be 21 and have this so-called great relationship and flaunt it and everything else. Pretend to be so happy with each other, but then they break up a year later. Or less than that. Or 2 years later. Or whatever it might be. I'm saying this because it's the truth in so many situations and circumstances, bro. Like, those people have no idea what they're doing. They think they do. They think they're doing what's right. Like, they're actually convinced. Until life keeps going on. Things didn't go so well in those situations. And it's like, things just don't go well. They break up. They didn't work on themselves. They're now 26, 27, 28, 30, 40. They didn't have any discipline. They thought they were doing what's right. And all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm so far behind and everything else. That's because you weren't thinking straight. You want to go so badly with your plan, right? Wasn't God's plan. It wasn't God's plan. From what I've seen, people who have struggled the most early on typically have the far better lives later on. People who seem to have it so easily and everything just seems like it's all in a line when they're so young, it usually ends bad. And we're not saying we want these things to happen to anybody or in any situations. I just seen a lot of things, bro. I just seen a lot of things. If you think you're going to peak that early, you better be prepared for what's coming later on, boy. Because you haven't peaked. You can't. It's not possible to peak that early as a man. You peaked in high school, bro. A lot of the guys that peaked in high school are now overweight and out of shape and not happy and drinking too much alcohol, and it's not good. I wasn't like a loser in high school. I was kind of a cooler kid, you would say. Had friends, went to a lot of parties, important things and important parties and everything else, but like I didn't peak in high school. Wasn't even close to my best in high school. But there were some like so-called preppier people in high school. They think they're so above God. And they fall so fast, bro. They fall so fast. I've seen a few of those guys at malls before, and it's like, they're looking at me now, and it's like, they can't believe it. It's like, and it just makes them feel what they're not, and you probably didn't move the right way, buddy. You probably did not move the right way. You peaked too early. That was your pinnacle. High school was your pinnacle? My God. That sounds awful. Because there's so much life left. There's so much more to do. Like, we're not even the best men we can be when we're that young. We're not even a man. So they become a man and they just lose everything. They don't work hard. They're not disciplined. They don't eat right. They don't do anything right. And you can live however you want to live. You can do that, but I'm just saying it's not the best way. It's not the best life. And it's probably not God's plan. I follow God's plan, as chaotic as it might be, as tough sometimes as it might be. I always stay true to it, and I don't shy away from it. I don't try to get away from it. I'm in it. I'm in God's plan. That's the way you have to live. That's the best piece of advice I will have for anybody, and we're about to close out this video, but I'm just saying, bro, forget about your dumbass plan, bud. Forget about it. Erase, take like one of those pink erasers we had in school, and erase that in your brain. Just erase it. Stop thinking of timelines. Stop even thinking about your age, bro. Age is a myth. It's a number. It's a myth. Forget about it. Forget about a timeline for anything. I'm out.